We're Robin and Steve. After a few episodes of floating above coral, we're heading south. Here's a map recap. From Lady Elliot Island, we headed to Bundaberg and Fraser Island, Gurry, and now we're heading back into the land of mansions, Mooloolaba. I didn't film much here as it turned out, but you get the gist. Big, showy. We're starting to get the hang of how to use our wind vane to steer, but it will need some minor adjustments. Last time we were here, there was sunshine and whales. Now instead we have ships spewing smoke and storms. With a radar to confirm that there's more on the way. This time we decided to seek shelter at Bribie Island. Little did we know how social we would be there. Our picnic started with Steve's parents and then grew. Some gorgeous friends from Tassie just happened to be in the area. In the drought or flood of our social life, this was a flood. We were all happy to float around and took turns in the kayak. We even did some exercise in the park. Where we anchored at Bribie Island was calm enough to get a bunch of jobs done. Steve's parents brought us mail, a new GPS. We are familiar with this model. Now we'd have 2 chart plotters and could zoom in on one, see details, and pan out on the other to see the bigger picture. The wind vane needed an overhaul. Fitting needle rollers proved to be a fiddly job. Our kayak was an okay work platform for a well-balanced worker. Here Steve is tensioning these ropes that get pulled by the paddle, which gets pulled by the wind, which steers our boat. While Steve worked in some uncomfortable and confined spaces, I went ashore to meet another old friend from Tasmania and go over some old circus skills. And when I got back, it poured. Once the weather cleared up a bit, we were off. We bid the family farewell and let the wind vane steer us to Moreton Island. Moreton Island, Mulgumpin, is the 3rd largest sand island in the world and is the traditional land of the Ngugi people. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. In any case, we had plenty of sand to explore. Ever the explorers, we also explored silly ways of moving in sand. There should be nothing bigger than a human footprint here. But sadly, it's common to see quad bike and four-wheel drive tracks where they ought not be. See that tree? Next day we'd reach it. And beyond. Soon we left the footprints of other humans behind and saw our boat at anchor, looking tiny. And soon we were swallowed up by the massive dunes. Massive hats off to mangroves for thriving in a place where most trees would die. Back at our boat, we had a new neighbour and the crew were taking time out before sailing off. The winds blew on, and this was an opportunity to do the jobs we didn't want to do, such as clear the sea strainer in this seagrass-rich area. With the jobs done, there was time to practice guitar. We woke at 4 a.m. to catch the northerlies before they changed. Again, they changed early. So despite our best efforts, we were tacking again. We ended up sailing 36 nautical miles instead of 20. We tacked through the floodwaters to Peel Island. In the area, there were rain and flood warnings. Let's just say the laundry got an extra rinse cycle. We were in the mood for a walk, regardless of the weather. We got absolutely drenched and then filled our water tanks with rainwater. We watched Peel Island peel away as storms rolled over. Here's me in my activewear, keeping my dodgy knees strong. An ongoing project. We will always associate Macleay Island with dugongs. I didn't film them. And with curlew chicks within this quiet suburban island on the doorstep of the Gold Coast. After a lovely day of hoofing it around Macleay Island, we moved on through muddy, floody back channels toward the Gold Coast. We never nudged the bottom, but we got close and still moved on the rising tides. Some boats can sit nicely on these mud flats, but not us. We found a nice anchorage and then I got cooked. It's not gourmet, but we had enough free-range eggs for me to make our own homemade lasagna pasta with a mushroom vegetable sauce. It was delicious. even if it was not very pretty. But the sunset was pretty, and here we enjoy the calm before the Gold Coast. Join us next time as we enjoy thunder, lightning and fireworks on top of the other excesses of the Gold Coast. And we'll check out some subtropical coral that can exist thanks to the warmth of the East Australian current.